Hello everybody and welcome back in the Canadian Tire Center from Ottawa. It's the Belleville Senators and the Toronto Marlies taking on each other for the second time this year. Toronto taking a wild one the other night back at home. Belleville coming out with new Ottawa-related uniforms here this afternoon as they battle Toronto from Ottawa ice. It's sent around the boards with Terry kicking it back to the point. It's now Benning moving in. He'll shoot. Early save made by Sogard. And he covers on that for Belleville. Well, we just get started here tonight between the Marlies and the Belleville Senators. And we hope that everyone is ready, because here we go. Face-off left side, and a lot of fans have been waiting for this one, especially Ottawa fans, that is, as this is taking place from Ottawa. As here comes Sakawab moving in, couldn't get the shot. Now he'll try, and a backhand right to the chest of Akhtayamov. Made that stop. Pilon kept it in. He'll wind and fire. Bounced in front and a big save made. Whacking away at it, it didn't fall. Brew has it for the Marlies. Up ahead to Letary. He'll send back into the Belleville zone. Around the boards it goes. Picked up by Benning. Benning to the net. Tried to five-hole Sogard. He made a good stop. Picked up by Pilon. Left side. Here comes Ottawa. Might be Belleville playing it to the net. It gets confusing as they look like Ottawa here tonight. And they're playing from Ottawa as a shot blocked. And now it goes to the corner. Picked up by Pilon, sent around behind. He'll look to the front of the net from behind. It's Hetherington firing it. Went wide of the net. Came right in the paint. The Senator uniform's looking great here tonight. It's Benning. Couldn't get it out. It's sent wide of the Marley nets. Back to it. Turn it over. Sakawab point blank. He's stopped by Akhtayamov. He bounced right back to him. Played it down in front. Benning has to be careful with it. Marlies get it ahead. It's Bogru. Here's Gru in over the Belleville line. Stepping to the net. Didn't have a lot of time. He'll send it to the point for Villeneuve. Villeneuve kick it free, and now it's a breakaway for Matthew Highmore. Behind the D, Rafai trying to get back. They score! It's 1-0 Belleville here in Ottawa. So Belleville strikes first here in the Canadian Tire Special between the Senators and the Marlies. It's 1-0 Belleville here on the road tonight. Senators 4-5-2 on the season. The Toronto Marlies 7-2. Face-off one back by Larson. He'll send that up on the wing to Reinhardt. Here they come. The Senators always give Toronto a hard time, and they score! Phil Daou gets the last touch. And back-to-back go the Senators for a 2-0 lead. Well, Belleville looking great early here as the Marlies can't get it out of their end. Back-to-back goals to take a 2-0 lead here in the sea of red here tonight from Canadian Tire Center. Face-off coming. Back to center, so Marlies down 2-0 here on the road. As the Senators try to snap that winning streak for Toronto after a blow the other night against Toronto back in their building as it's picked up and sent ahead. Daou. Now Villeneuve. Marlies with control. The pass finds Quillen. Jacob Quillen inside the zone. He'll look to the net. He has Hames going to the goal. Hames centered in front. It rolled away before Quillen could jam it in. Here's Thompson. Lassie Thompson for Highmore. Drops for Reinhardt. Moving in. He'll look. He'll wind. He'll shoot. And Akhtayamov has that. Logan Shaw up for Cedric Pare. The Marlies the other way. 5 to go in a 2-0 Belleville first. That pass missed Rafai. Has to be careful with it. Along the boards, picked up by the Senators now. Daou. Here's Larson. Right side and in, has a step to the goal. He's knocked away by Akhtayamov. Reinhardt. Back to Thompson. They're setting up again. A stop chuck is knocked out. Rebound loose in the paint. Senators, and it just goes wide. Larson to Daou. Here's Thompson firing it, kicked out. Rebound in the paint. Torberg has that for Toronto as we enter the final 2 of this first period. Sent in wide of the Belleville net. Pare chases that down. Won the board battle. Pare doesn't have anyone. He'll do it himself. He scores! Cedric Pare lost the puck but regained it just enough and backhands it by Sogard as he was following him across to the right side of the net but couldn't get all of it. And the Marlies find themselves on the board here in the final minute of the first. It's 2-1. This is a nice goal for Cedric Pare. He never gives up on the play. And the Belleville Senators give up a goal here in the final minute of period 1. It's 2-1. Here's the face-off, back to center ice. From Canadian Tire Center tonight, 2-1 Belleville in front, late here in period 1. Senators have it, Hetherington. Here comes Hetherington, down the left side, in over the Marley line. He'll drop back, that's given away to Mark Johnstone, but time will run out in the first period for him and his teammates, as it is 2-1 Belleville. Through 20 minutes, they went back-to-back, and then Pare with a late first period goal to get Toronto back in it. Shots a goal in the game are 9-4 Belleville. It's 2-1 Senators after one. The hits are 3-2 for Belleville. Faceoffs 3-2, no power plays. 2-1 Belleville through 20 minutes. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Canadian Tire Center in the Battle of Ontario. It's the Senators and the Marlies, but here from Canadian Tire Center today, Hetherington looking to bring it along. It's usually in CAA Arena, the home of Belleville, but the special, the Ottawa Senators lending the rink to Belleville here tonight. And the goal horn is here's Grew, centers it in front, and that was just chipped wide on what looked like the tying goal. Here's Montempolo. Couldn't get it out. Lettieri kept it in for Toronto. Fed it in front. It's Grew. And Sogard has that in his equipment as he covers up for Belleville early here in the second. Marlies with a good look that misses the net. Then the feed from behind out front. And Sogard does a good job reading that to keep it 2-1. Partially clanked off the side of the net. As here's the draw. One back by the Marlies. Here's Benning, winding, shooting it. That's stopped. Rebound. Lettieri sends it wide through the empty net. Here's Dienlander with it. He'll scoot his way in, but couldn't get a shot on net. Sokolov. Senators have it in their own end. Marlies pressuring early here in the second. Here comes Pilon. He'll carry out, and here come the Senators now. Yaravente down the left side. He'll move in. Centers. Pilon deflects it. Stopped by Oktayama. Belleville trying to keep that in. Marlies send it out and down, and Nylander's going to chase after it. No icing on the play. Hetherington pinned along the boards. The Marlies go after it. Lettieri has it. Lettieri looks in front, centers it. That one is in the air. Where is it? Sogard dives back and stops it from going in. Oh my goodness. If you look, that puck is over the line. That puck is over the line. That should be a goal. Look closely at this replay and this angle. The Belleville Senators get away with one here. That puck is clearly over the goal line when he puts his glove on it, and they're going to say it's no goal. So the Senators get a break here in the second. It stays 2-1 for them on what definitely looked like across the line. Mermis winds, couldn't get the shot. Montempolo for Belleville will turn up ice. Here he comes with speed. Past Mermis, he'll look in, he'll shoot, and Oktayama a good save. Rebound in the blue paint, Quillen. Mermis, here's Jacob Quillen, and here comes Toronto halfway, 2-1 Belleville. Quillen, off to Shaw, moves in, but can't get the shot. Goes back after it. Good bodying there, he'll send it back to the point. It gets by everyone and back down. Aims to collect for Toronto. We're halfway, 2-1 Belleville in front here from Canadian Tire Center tonight in Ottawa. Here's Shaw to the net, what a play! And that one rolled in front of the net, but Hames couldn't jam it home. Dawu, here he comes, he has a goal tonight, has a man open, it's Highmore, he'll shoot it, stopped by Oktayama, and it's in! They're waving it off for contact. There definitely looked like there was some. Senators fans boo, but oh, there you go, and it was kicked in. No goal. So contact and a kick in results in no goal, and it stays 2-1. The fans don't like it very much, but it's clear that it's no goal. Here's Bet shooting. That's blocked. Pare trying to get it out. Villeneuve will do that as well. Here's Thompson sending it right back into the Toronto zone. Under 6 to go here in the second period. 2-1 Belleville in front. Pare has help ahead. It's Marshall Rafai. Rafai looks in, now waits, now takes. That's blocked. Pizzetta to the front. It's Ryan Torberg. Here's Torberg, centers it, they score! Michael Pizzetta! What a passing play in tight. And the Toronto Marlies have tied it late here in period 2 at 2 apiece. Sogard with a great attempt here. Gets the right leg out in the splits, but cannot make the save as that puck is up and over him. And the Marlies tie the game late here in the second, 2 apiece. Big goal for Toronto to even things up. Senators 4-5-2 on the year. Toronto 7-2. Senators blow a 2-0 lead here tonight so far. Thompson Here's Zach Osopchuk ahead for Tyler Boucher. Boucher will bring it in and go right to the net to get the lead back. He's stopped by Okhtayamov. Rebound Betts, that wouldn't go. Two big saves in a row made by Okhtayamov, and now Pare finds Pezzetta. Marlies back inside. Pezzetta tied it moments ago. Sent around, it's Torber. Here's Rafai. He'll find Villeneuve through traffic, and now letting it fly. It's right to the chest of Sogard. He'll cover on that for Belleville. 2-2 here in the final minute of the second from Canadian Tire Center tonight in Ottawa. Both Belleville goals came in the first. The Marlies got a late first period goal and now late second period goal. 2-2 here in the final minute of the second. Larson gave it away. Here's a fake and now a take and a save made by Sogard. Pilon in the corner. Cowan trying to keep that in. It's Thompson for Sokolov. Time running out in the second period. One last shot in the period. Yaravente. And time expires as he got the shot away. It's 2-2 after 2 here tonight from Ottawa. Shots a goal in the game are 14-12 Senators. 2-2 through 40 minutes. The hits are 11-2 Belleville. Face-off 7-4. No power plays. 2-2 after 2. Welcome into period 3 tonight from Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa. It's the Senators and the Marlies. As Belleville bringing out the Ottawa Senator uniforms here tonight as they take the Ottawa ice. 2-2 here in the third. Here's Pilon. He'll look to center. He does. It tips, but it's blocked by Bennick. Mermis to Gru. Here's Gru sending it back into the Belleville zone. Chasing it around the far boards is Letary. Letary finds help. It's Nylander. Nylander gave that away. Here comes Sokolov, and here come the Senators. They have numbers. Sokolov, man in front, tried to backhand it himself. It's free. And the Marlies get it out of harm's way in a hurry. Mermis right back into the Belleville zone. They'll chip it. Letaire's to it first. Bank off the boards. That's past everyone and back down the ice. Mermis to collect for Toronto. Just about 5 gone here in the third. 2-2 from Belleville tonight. Or sorry, from Ottawa as it's picked up from Sokolov here. Here comes Sokolov to the net. Fed in front. They score! They take the lead back. It's Garrett Pilon, the captain. And Belleville back in front, 3-2. So a big goal here for the Belleville Senators to restore the lead midway through the third period. It's a broken play. The puck comes out front, and Pilon's not going to miss against Okhtayamov in tight. 3-2, Senators lead again. Here's the face-off, back to center. Taking it one back by Belleville. Sent ahead Yaravente. Here comes Pilon. Here's a 2-on-1. A good step to the net, but the Marlies took that away. Now another shot, and Okhtayamov makes a big stop on that, covering for Toronto. 3-2 Belleville, midway through the third period here from Ottawa. It's the Senators and the Marlies in their second meeting of the year. Toronto took the first one in overtime, 6-5. Draw one back, Hetherington. Here's Martin-Polo to the net. That's stopped by Okhtayamov. Given away to Yaravente. To the net! He's stopped by Okhtayamov. Had all the time and space. Couldn't finish. Hetherington knocked off the puck. Marlies looked to take off the other way. Shaw took it away, and here goes Toronto. Shaw has a man all over him for the puck, but holds on to it. Tried to center, he gave it away. It's a step for Hetherington. Villeneuve has to get back. The shot kicked out by Okhtayamov. Rebound doesn't go. Side door, he kept it out. Kept in by Hetherington. To the net, that's blocked. And a good job by the Marlies. Here goes Mermis. He has Quillen and Shaw with him. Mermis breaking to the net. Fed it in front, that deflects him behind. Marlies failed to connect. Here's Martin-Polo. Back out to center comes Belleville. They've been the better team here in the third tonight for sure. Mermis to Jacob Quillen. Quillen with the fake, steps by, moves in and can't get the shot. Has it again, fed it to the net. That one knocked out by Sogard. Good read on the pass in front. Reinhardt. Time running out for Toronto here in the third, and a penalty going the Marlies' way. 5:53 to go, third period. Senators 3, Marlies 2, and Jacob Quillen to the box. First power play of the game goes to Belleville. So the face-off now to the left side of the Marley net. Here's the draw. And it's won back by the Senators on the power play. Shot blocked on the bid by Thompson. Boucher to Larson. Here's Thompson fanning on it. Got it back. He shoots. Save made by Okhtayamov. It almost found a way past. Dawu in the corner. Looks back to Thompson. Here's another shot that ricocheted to the net and in! Oh my goodness, what a bounce! Jacob Larson, it's a power play goal. This ricochets off the boards off Oktayamov and in, and it's 4-2 Belleville late. You can't plan this any better for the Belleville Senators. It's a shot blocked. It ricochets off the boards, comes all the way to Oktayamov. It's going to hit off his toe and ricochet between his legs and into the net to give Belleville a 4-2 lead. This is the luckiest bounce in the world you're ever going to see, as Belleville has taken another 2-goal lead here late in the third period. Here's Jacob Larson sending it across to Highmore. Senators have looked like the better team all night, and they're being rewarded because of it. Here's a giveaway to Marshall Wafai, and here comes Toronto. Time is not on their side right now. Nylander shooting, deflected to the net, and that slid wide. Marlies almost had a bounce fault for them, but not quite. Here's Highmore. He'll send that back into the Toronto zone. 2.5 to go third period. 4-2 Belleville from Ottawa. Sent ahead to Bo Grew. Here goes Grew. Steps by, moves in and shoots. He stopped. And what a save by Sogard. He'll lay on top of it. The Marlies can't believe it. And they got robbed back in the first on a puck that passed the goal line and was not called a goal. And now down by 2 with 90 seconds left. Draw one back by Quillen. Here's Benning shooting it. Save made by Sogard. Here's Thompson getting it out. He'll send that to Highmore. Time running out on the game clock for Toronto tonight. Highmore blocked, picked up by Shaw. Sent ahead to Jacob Quillen. Marlies looking for numbers. They'll find it now. It's Shaw shooting it. Save made. Rebound. And that one they score. Logan Shaw, with 19 seconds left, brings the Marlies within 1 here from Ottawa tonight. And Shaw just never gives up on the play. Sogard's been phenomenal in this game, except for the goal that he was gifted that was called no goal and it clearly crossed the line. Gives up 3 on the afternoon, 19 seconds left in the game. Here's the draw. Marlies need to win this face-off, and they do scrum the draw, and they don't get control. Here's Thompson. And Belleville's just going to kill the clock here, as here they come, 10 seconds left. Sokolov to the net. Trying to put it away, he stopped and the net comes off with 6 seconds and the Marlies couldn't shut him down. Yeah, they had to win that draw and take off the other way and just were unable to do so. 5 seconds on the clock, it comes outside the Marley end. Draw one back, picked up by Larson. Marlies take it back, but time will expire. The Belleville Senators walk away with a 4-3 win here today against Toronto from Ottawa tonight. The Marlies 7-3 on the season now. The Senators 5-5-2. Your final score from Canadian Tire Center: the Toronto Marlies 3, the Belleville Senators 4. Well, they get it done on the big ice here today from Ottawa. The Belleville Senators, the better team all night long. The Marlies did get robbed a few times, though. As you mentioned, in that first period, that puck crossed the goal line clearly. His glove was on it, but it was over the line, and they called it no goal, and that's the difference in tonight's game. This game would have went to overtime had that counted. 4-3 your final score.